Everybody, I'm back coming at you with another showcase. This time, as you can see, my 1965 PSA graded items. So without any further delay, I'm going to go and take it up here and start up here on the left with a couple of the league leader cards from 65. It's got a lot of good Hall of Famers in there, so you can start with that batting leaders, Roberto Clemente, called Bob Clemente back in the day, Hank Aaron, and a cool home run leaders for the American League with a Mickey Mantle, Harmon Killebrew, Boog Powell, and the pitching leaders with the Juan Marichal, Bob Gibson, Don Drysdale. And then we're going to have a run of some Hall of Famers. You got your Robin Roberts, your Jim Bunning. You'll notice the 65 set is primarily a portrait set. So still really great imagery, great colors, the way that pennant pops on the card with the interesting colors in the background. Really big fan of the Giants color scheme. The Twins are very similar with the purple and yellow flag. Got a few senators. This is Gil Hodges is now in his managerial career. Colorful Frank Robinson. Beautiful Al Kaline. And then this little subset within that, the World Series set. Love it because it's actually showing some action imagery shots, whereas everything else, as I said, is a portrait. This is commemorating the 64 World Series championship for the St. Louis Cardinals. And I'm a big Bob Gibson collector, so I love that in-action picture of Bob Gibson pitching. And then the other one on the right, they're celebrating the championship, and that's Bob Gibson getting mobbed by his teammates after finishing the game. Then not all of them, these are Hall of Famers. I got a couple commons mixed in here and there. This Phil Ortega. A couple Giants. Just look the way those cards pop with that purple and yellow and red Giants logo. That Willie McCovey is just a great shot of him too. I always intend to get that in a higher grade, but I just I'm content with that one. It's just a beautiful card. Don Drysdale, Hoyt Wilhelm, two more Hall of Fame pitchers. And then looking over here at these two Gibsons, I had the one on the right, the OC one, for some time. Bought it kind of early when I started collecting, before I really understood, the impact of a card being OC. But I still liked it, loved the colors on it. But I finally decided, since I am a pretty serious Gibson collector, I should get it just an Unearned 7s. But I haven't had the heart to get rid of the OC one. I probably won't. Just keep it. And the Orlando Cepeda. Coming on to a couple common senators, nothing special there, just a couple commons. And then back on to some Hall of Fame action. Beautiful Harmon Killebrew. That Phil Niekro is actually a second-year card. Shares this one with Clay Carroll. That wasn't totally uncommon for Topps to do that, to have a couple rookie stars players back-to-back years. Really good portrait of Ernie Banks. That excellent mid-6 is in excellent shape. I could see that one being, I think that was kind of like a near mint card, in my opinion. Now we're moving up to some of the higher numbers. That Mike Brumley is actually a short print. This firm's direct, just a common, not a short print though. And then moving down here, a couple more short prints. That beautiful Lou Brock card, probably one of the most good-looking Lou Brock cards you'll ever find. Just love the colors on that. And then the Sox rookie stars, got Jim Lonborg and then Mike Ryan. I got that in a near mint 8. And then another short print, this Tommy McGraw. Now on to some of the key rookies of that year. 65 is known for its good rookie class, starting with the 65 Joe Morgan. This one's a 7.5, and I really think the eye appeal is even better than that. If I had to grade it out myself, I would have graded probably a near mint 8. Centering's great, corner's good, surface good. There's no issues with it. There might have been just a little tough on it that day. This is a near mint 7, which is a fair grade for this Steve Carlton. And then the two short print rookies, Hall of Famers from that class. This A's rookie with Jim Hunter. On the back, it incorrectly listed as Tim Hunter. That was an error that was never corrected. And then this Tony Perez, a little bit off center, left to right, but a very clean card otherwise. Now looking at another interesting piece from the 65 set, they inserted these Topps embossed cards into packs in 1965. They look nothing like the players, so it's hit or miss on those if you like them or not. They are very condition sensitive because of the nature of that foil. So these near mint 7s are in very good shape. They do have quite a few Hall of Famers in there, so player collections, I like to have them. The last two, the Hank Aaron, the Bob Gibson. And then over here, another interesting insert in the 65 set that Topps transfers. This is the Bob Gibson. These are a little bit more rare than the embossed, and this might, the last time I checked, it's been a while though, that this is probably the highest graded Topps transfer for Bob Gibson. So just a tough piece to come up with. And then the last piece here on this row, this Bazooka. Once again, this one has excellent eye appeal. Looks way better than the excellent Mint 6. But hey, I was able to buy it at an affordable price, so that's kind of the thing that I look for. Cards, you do that. That's the card with the high eye appeal that was within your budget. So I love that. Love it when I get an item like that. And then the last two pieces I want to show these. So try to focus these 1965 Old London coins. So Old London was a snack food. They put these in their boxes of snack cakes in 65. If you notice, they look very similar to the 64 and even the 71 Topps coins that were inserted in packs. And that's because they're made by the same manufacturer. Space Magic, I think, was the name of that company. Space Magic produced those. So very similar in nature to those other Topps coins. But that's all my 1965 stuff. Hope you enjoyed the showcase. Once again, I appreciate your posts and comments, and I'll talk to you again soon.